Hey YouTube, in this video tutorial I'm going to show you how to paint your car with Monstaliner. So let's get into it. So here's my car. Paint's looking a little beat up. Got the standard cracking paint on the hood. And down to bare metal here. It's honestly not that bad. If I really wanted to, I could fix it. But yeah. So this is the box that the 2-gallon kit comes in. You can see it tells you what color's in there. It gives you a rundown of what's exactly in the kit. Here's one of the boxes. I removed all the 10 billion packing peanuts here, but here we can see we have the color, the pigment. It's actually really heavy. Pretty sure it's lead based. We got the catalyst. Extreme performance catalyst! Bag full of rollers. So here's what you get. 4 blue foam texture rollers. Yeah. We got a roll of masking tape. Got a mixer for your power drill. Got a paintbrush. Got a roller. Got the really thick and coarse scouring pads. 2 of those. Mixing sticks. Informational literature. Marketing material. Yeah, it's just a little, stickers. Neat. And finally, here are the actual cans of product. There's a warning label on here. It says, don't mix everything in the paint can at once. You have to pour it out into a separate bucket and then mix it there and then pour it back in. So here are all the extra things I bought in addition to the 2-gallon kit for my project. I got 2 1-quart black Monstaliner. It's already pre-mixed with color. Here's the catalyst, just in pouches. Got some plastic drop cloths. I got 2 extra mixing paddles. And I got some badging here. And I got some masking paper. Some other rollers. These are the 2-inch rollers and a block. I got 5 extra rollers, because I definitely don't want to run out of those midway through the project. I got an extra roller there, just in case the other one gets gummed up. Got some trays. Don't know if I'll need those. Got a painting handle, just to make spraying some of the primer here a little bit easier. I got 2-gallon buckets, 1 2-quart bucket, and some epoxy just in case, some masking tape, some duct tape to tape down the drop cloths. I got an abrasive brush here. I don't know if I'm actually going to need to use this, but I figured, let's see how that works. And I have a can of xylene, can of acetone here. Got a paint can opener, and this is some spray-on bed liner. Got some self-etching primer for any bare metal that I'll have to primer and coat. Oh yeah, and I got an extra paintbrush, just in case. You can see on the fenders here I have that god-awful Plastidip stuff. It just turns to crap sitting in the sun. I also have this Herculiner stuff. I put on a couple years ago, and yeah, it's actually held up pretty well, although as you can see, it's thinning and crumbling. Don't really like that. I think the biggest headache to deal with is going to be painting over this stuff, because yeah, I'm painting it bright orange and I don't want green. I don't want to be haunted by this moss green pearl every time I open the door. So that's going to be a big job, I'm not going to lie. As far as the trim goes, I am going to remove it. That's going to be a big pain, because it's going to have to, you know, all those bolts are going to snap off because they've been sitting in a wheel well for the past 20 years. Yeah, I'm going to paint it all with the black Monstaliner. I put some new badging on it so that it can be embossed. I'm going to have to remove this antenna, I think. I don't know how I'm going to do that. I think this just twists and it comes out. I know the antenna mask will come out, but I don't know about this plastic thing here. That should be painted with Monstaliner because it's looking a little sunburnt. And you can see the crappy clear coat. I haven't quite decided what to do with the side mirrors. I suppose I could paint them the Monstaliner, but I think I might just leave them like this for now. So I got pretty tipsy last night, and I did a lot of the preparation work for this job. I did a lot of sanding on the hood. I took off all the flares, all the trim, all the bumper ends. I did all of the door jambs with this bed liner stuff. A little overspray there, but that's okay. I'm going to sand it off anyway. I sanded and primered all of the badging, all the embossed stuff. Okay, here's what I've learned in the past 2 minutes of using this paint stripper stuff. Do not use latex gloves to protect your hands. You'll need this thick dishwasher cleaning gloves, really, to protect you. This stuff is incredibly evil. Yeah. As you can see, I've taken it down to the bare metal. That Herculiner does not come off easy at all. Okay, so here's the sit rep for the preparation. Everything's sanded. I got all the Herculiner off, which was a huge pain in the ass. Got the badging stuck on and primered. I have rope in the weather seal here so that it kind of lifts up the edge a little bit, so that yeah, I can get a little bit under the weather seal when I roll it on. Yeah. Well, here it is, all set to go. Get everything all laid out, all set up. Here's the Monstaliner. Let's go ahead and put it on. Now this stuff cures with atmospheric moisture, so it's important that you have the stuff exposed to the air as little as possible. There it is. This whole lovely lead-based paint. Now we start the mixing with the little mixer. Now we add the catalyst, which is interestingly a purple color. Purple, alright. Oh yeah, that's not going to fit in there. Alright, dump it out in a bucket. And then put it back in the can, because I get the feeling that this stuff probably does not like plastic. Alright. Here's officially the first application of paint to body. Oh, that's nice. Stuff goes on really good. I thought I was going to be nervous putting this on, but it's just... Well, that was a lot of work. That was a lot more work than I thought it would be. I'm sorry I didn't get too many shots of me painting more, but yeah, you just kind of have to get in the groove and just start doing it, because geez. Some things I learned: don't take the roller and press it into these little spaces here, because that makes it disintegrate way faster than it should. I burned through like maybe 3 or 4 rollers for just one coat, so I think I have 7 or 8 in total, so I gotta make sure the next coat goes better for that. I like the way it's coming out. Yeah, there's some like runs and things here, but yeah, the great thing about this sort of paint job is it doesn't have to be perfect. Yeah, it's not going to be on a showroom, and even right now it's just the first coat, so some of the bottom coats are the original paints kind of showing through. But I like the texture the way it is starting to come together quite a bit. So I think after the second coat, which, given the time of day, probably going to be in darkness, unfortunately. Bugs. There are a lot of bugs. It's just unavoidable, I think, when you're outside like I am. So, maybe someday, a couple million years, some advanced civilization will make some people out of mosquitoes. I don't know. So if you're going to do this, start on a Friday, and you're going to get done on a Sunday or something like that. It's still a little wet. I think yeah, it's getting there. Maybe another 45 minutes or so, maybe an hour, I can put on the second coat and I can get done with this. Oh, I'm going to be so happy when this is all done. Oh, also, one thing, 1 gallon pretty much equals 1 coat. Yeah, that gallon's empty and there's just a little bit left in the pan. Yeah. Also, it's got to be said, this color, jeez, look at that. It's bright. All these drab little cars, and it says, ugh. I'm gonna get so many speeding tickets. That thing sticks out like a lighthouse. So here it is. Here's the paint job. Looks pretty good. One problem I came up against while painting is that the nature of the solvent they use, it gets underneath the masking tape really easy. So yeah, it's a little bleed through. I don't like the looks of these ducks, these seagulls here. I think they want some bread. I don't have any bread. I don't know. I mean, I like badges. I think it makes the car look finished. But, you know, to each their own. Some people like the D badge. I really like the look of the embossed lettering with the Monstaliner on it. It looks pretty cool. You know, this is it actually dirty right now. Yeah, it really doesn't stick that well. It just comes right off. I mean, you can either not wash it and it eventually wears away, I guess, or you can just get a cheap car wash or wash off with a hose or a towel or something. It's really easy to maintain, which I'm pleased with. That's the #1 reason I got it. Well, that wraps it up for this project. All in all, this cost me about $800 in paint and miscellaneous supplies. So, yeah, hope this helps you in your future endeavors, and happy Jeeping!